Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to draw sword. We are going to draw crystal sword. Sword is going to be in crystals. So we're going to start with a line for the sword. This is where sword will be. And then we shall give sword hilt or crossguard. I don't fucking remember the terms. Then we're going to give sword handle. We will detail sword details when sword details need to be detailed. At the moment, they don't need to be detailed. What are we going to do with this crossguard? Probably just something along the lines of this. Something simple but complicated enough to where it looks good enough. Alright, there we go. Probably going to want a longer handle. This is supposed to be a long sword, but that is not matter right now. This is supposed to be crystal sword, so what are we doing with the sword? We're going to put a crystal in the sword. There we go. There's going to be a crystal right here in the sword. That's not exactly perfect shaped, I would say. This is too thick. You know, it would have been smart to grab all my other tools, my erasers and stuff. Didn't feel like doing that. Alright, chuck that, swipe that, go like that, that. There we go, still not perfect, but good enough for now. Now we got sword. We don't need to worry about drawing the tip of the sword. We're just going to go like this. Will we have a dip in the sword for making the sword lighter? Possibly. We'll leave that in there for now, but we don't know if it's going to stay in there. But now, we just have sword, but look at that. That's really nothing, isn't it? That's just boring. That's just sword. Sword that needs longer handle, but we'll deal with that later. So what are we going to do? I already said what we're gonna do. We're gonna add crystal to it. We're going to add crystals to the bottom. Basically a cluster of crystals, and the sword is stuck in a cluster of crystals is what I was thinking. I don't know how to draw crystals, so I'm actually kind of just trying out just like doing sporadic lines, and then I'm gonna go over this after and choose the lines I like and turn them into crystals. And today we are drawing this because of a challenge in my Discord. The prompt was translucent, and I was like, crystals are translucent, right? Some of them, clear crystals, translucent. Yeah, probably, hopefully, yeah. This was the best thing I could come up with. I didn't even know what translucent meant. I had to Google it. Pretty sure I heard that word before. Isn't that a character in The Boys? That doesn't matter. But this is gem sword or crystal sword, and these are translucent crystals. Now, how am I supposed to show that these crystals are translucent? I have absolutely no fucking clue. Maybe I should make it to where you can see the blade inside of the crystals, actually, because translucent is like semi-transparent, right? Is the prompt even translucent? Wasn't even I don't even remember if it was translucent. Whatever, it doesn't. It was iridescent, not translucent. And iridescent is more complicated. And my brain doesn't know big words. So we're just going to go ahead and draw this sword. And then we're going to get the other parts in here. Alright. There we go. That's fine. Alright. But iridescent has different colors when you like look through it and kind of see through. So maybe I still should draw the rest of the sword in there. I'm not sure. I probably should, but we'll wait to do that at least. Alright. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and try to make that look like a crystal, even though I don't really know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest, when it comes to crystals. Not really a huge fan of crystals, but that's fine. Gonna need to learn how to draw crystals anyways. I got a couple characters that actually need crystals for different things. I'm just lazy and don't want to draw rocks. It's just boxes, but like a lot more complicated. That seems annoying to learn. Alright. There we go. That isn't exactly correct, but that's fine. We'll pretend like it's fine. Is it fine? No, I don't like it, but it's fine. Because I actually think it is fine. Alright. We're going to go like right here, and then there's going to be a loop right here, which is like a metal ring or something. I don't know. I've seen other swords have this, so this sword is also getting it, because I've never drawn a handle with one of these before. And then this will be the pommel. That's not a pommel. That's not a pommel at all. And these should be the same size. And this shouldn't be that thick, because why would the handle be that thick? Alright. We'll go like this. That's kind of diagonal, but I think that's alright. We'll do the little metal thing again. Then we'll try to still make it as thick as the other one, even though we kinda did fail. It isn't. It's fine. We'll go like that, go like this, and do this side too this time so I don't mess it up. And there we go. Spiky pommel. Why spiky pommel? I don't really know, just because. Spiky pommel, yeah, you can hit someone with it and it'll hurt them. Although, ideally, you hit them with the blade. But I mean, you might need to hit them with the pommel. You never know. So you might as well have it be... weaponized, right? Alright, let's go ahead and try and add some shading to this crystal, even though I have no idea what I'm actually doing with shading this crystal. Yeah, we'll pretend like that's real nice. Now time to turn these into crystals shapes. How does one do this? Yet again, I am just going to be drawing lines, basically, with a little bit more purpose than I was in the beginning. It's still just me drawing random lines, because I don't know what crystals look like. I have vague ideas in my head, and we're going to pretend like we know what we're doing and put those on the paper. Because we can. Why would I take time out of drawing and doing other stupid stuff to look up what crystals look like when I could just completely guess and potentially have something that doesn't even look like a crystal? I much prefer that. I think that is a much better idea. It sounds way better to me. Alright. There we go. Some of these are looking better than others. Some of them aren't looking that good. Some of them are looking decent, at least. Some of them are kind of just looking like a mess. Right. There we go. There's that. And then crystal. I do that because is these really crystals? I don't really know. We're gonna say they are. I think that looks crystal enough, honestly. Now we're going to have the vague shape of the rest of the sword in these crystals because I want to, but like, doesn't really need to be there, I don't think. Sharpen the blade, except for I should actually have shaded this the opposite way with the lighter in the middle, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and just do some hatching for this. And then we're gonna be done.
Are you done?
Alrighty. I'm done. Is this iridescent? I don't know. That's good enough. Okay, bye-bye. I go now.